In the icy depths of the North Pacific, the Alaska king crab reigns supreme, massive, armored and armed with claws that could snap a broomstick. These giants can span 5 feet and weigh over 20 pounds, crawling the seabed like living tanks, but getting them from the ocean floor to your dinner plate is a tale of danger and determination. For a select few, braving the Bering Sea for king crab is more than a job, it's a way of life. The journey begins in a world of towering waves and bone-chilling winds, where only the toughest dare to venture. Fishermen risk everything, leaving families behind for weeks, gambling with their lives for a shot at the ultimate catch. This isn't just fishing, it's a battle against nature, a test of endurance and grit. Most of us only see the elegant crab leg on a plate, but behind every bite is a chain of grueling, dangerous work. From the freezing decks to the relentless processing plants, countless hours go into every serving, so let's pull back the curtain and follow the king crab's journey, from the bottom of the Bering Sea to your table. We'll witness the courage, the craft, and the challenges that make this seafood a true delicacy. Get ready for a wild, cold, and fascinating ride. Imagine your workplace is a deck slick with ice, surrounded by towering waves and a sky that never smiles. This is life for Bering Sea crab fishermen, one of the world's most dangerous jobs. The season hits during the worst weather, with storms that can toss a 100-foot boat like a toy. A single slip can mean falling into freezing water, where survival is measured in minutes. Heavy gear becomes deadly when the sea turns violent, and stories of tragedy are all too common. The cold is relentless, freezing everything it touches and threatening to capsize the boat with ice. Crews smash ice off the rails, work in numbing cold, and trust each other with their lives. Despite the risks, they return season after season, drawn by the thrill, the camaraderie, and the hope of a big payday. It's a job for the brave, the skilled, and maybe the slightly crazy. Here in this brutal world, the king crab's journey truly begins. Only the toughest survive. The king crab's capture starts with a massive steel cage called a pot, 7 feet square, weighing over 700 pounds. Each pot is baited with chopped fish, luring crabs inside through one-way tunnels. Setting these pots is a dangerous ballet of timing and teamwork as the crew launches them into the churning sea. Hundreds of pots are set in long lines, each marked by a buoy and tracked by GPS. This isn't a free-for-all. Strict quotas and seasons protect the crab population for the future. Only certain areas and times are open, and every boat has a limit. Conservation is key. Females and undersized crabs are off-limits, ensuring sustainability. The captain's knowledge of the sea, currents, and crab behavior guides every drop. Once the pots are set, the waiting game begins. After a day or two, the crew returns, hoping for pots brimming with red gold treasure. It's a blend of science, intuition, and hard-earned experience. Every haul is a gamble. The stakes couldn't be higher. The real test comes when the crew hauls up the pots, each one a heavy mystery from the deep. As the steel cage breaks the surface, all eyes search for the flash of red, king crab. A full pot brings cheers, an empty one, groans. The crabs tumble onto the deck in a chaotic rush, and the crew sorts them at lightning speed. Only large males make the cut. Females and small crabs are returned to the sea. Every crab is measured with a caliper, ensuring strict adherence to the rules. The work is relentless. Pot after pot, hour after hour, often for 20 hours straight. The deck is a blur of motion, salt spray, and the sharp scent of the ocean. With each legal crab in the tank, the crew edges closer to their quota and home. It's exhausting, dangerous, and exhilarating. Once sorted, the crabs are placed in live wells, sophisticated tanks that mimic their icy home. Fresh, circulating seawater keeps them alive and healthy. Temperature and oxygen are constantly monitored. A dead crab means spoiled meat, so every effort is made to keep them in top condition. The tanks can hold thousands of pounds, and the crew handles the crabs with care to avoid injury. The journey back to port can be rough, but the tanks are designed to protect the precious cargo. The quality of the final product starts here in these cold, dark tanks. Delivering a boat full of lively crabs means a successful trip, and a big payday. It's the last challenge before land. Landfall at Dutch Harbor is a relief for the crew, but the work isn't over. Massive cranes lift baskets of live crabs from the boat's tanks onto the dock. The crabs are gently transferred to conveyor belts, beginning their journey through the processing plant. Here, workers do a final quality check, removing any dead or damaged crabs. The healthy ones are quickly butchered, legs and claws separated from the body in skilled, swift motions. The valuable leg clusters are cleaned with high-pressure water jets. Speed is everything. The goal is to get the crab from sea to cooking as fast as possible. Every step is designed to lock in freshness and flavor. The plant runs like a well-oiled machine, ensuring only the best crabs move on. The clock is always ticking. Next, the crab sections are cooked in giant industrial vats of boiling water. Timing is critical, about 20 minutes to achieve the perfect texture and flavor. The shells turn a brilliant red and the meat firms up, signaling it's ready. Workers monitor every batch, ensuring consistency and safety. Once cooked, the crab is plunged into ice-cold water to stop the cooking instantly, a process called shocking. This rapid chill locks in flavor and keeps the meat tender. After cooling, the crab is rinsed and ready for the final steps. The plant buzzes with activity, steam rising and the aroma of fresh crab filling the air. Every move is about quality control and speed. From sea to cooker, there's no wasted time. This is how king crab stays as fresh as the day it was caught. Perfection, every step of the way. The cooked crab is now ready for freezing, a crucial step for global delivery. Sections are graded by size and quality, then laid on trays and sent into blast freezers at -30 degrees. Rapid freezing preserves the delicate texture by preventing large ice crystals from forming. Once frozen, the crab is glazed with a thin layer of ice to protect against freezer burn and lock in moisture. The glazed crab is packed into boxes and stored in massive cold warehouses. Here, it waits for shipment to restaurants and markets around the world. Thanks to this process, king crab can taste freshly caught months later. The journey is almost complete. Frozen king crab leaves Alaska in refrigerated trucks and ships, traveling thousands of miles in an unbroken cold chain. Any thawing can ruin the quality, so logistics are tightly controlled. Eventually, the crab arrives at restaurants and markets worldwide. Chefs thaw it gently, then steam, grill, or broil it to perfection. That bright red leg on your plate is the end of an epic journey. Each bite is a taste of the wild Alaskan sea and the hard work behind it. It's more than a meal, it's a story of grit, risk, and reward. So next time you see king crab on the menu, remember the journey it took to get there. Every delicious bite is a tribute to the people and the ocean that made it possible.